Hello and welcome to the Real World Garage. I'm here to talk to you today about my channel. I am at 891 subscribers. A mere 109 subs away from the magical mythical 1,000 subs that YouTube requires in order to unlock all of the advantages that you can find on YouTube as a creator. The reason I'm putting this video out is to show who and what the Real World Garage is. So if this is your first time coming to my channel, I'm going to ask a favor of you. For the next approximately 8 minutes, I'm going to ask you to watch this video until the end. If at the end of this video you find that this content is not for you, no harm, no foul. Nice to meet you. Hope you have a nice day. But if you find that this content is something that you enjoy or that could be beneficial to you, please go hit the subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Now, let's get to the video.
Okay, now that we've got the motor out of the way, you have to cut these plastic pins out of the door. Just watch your window. This side did drift down where the other side the other day did not. Hello, welcome back to the Real World Garage. Today, we put exhaust on the 210. We've already started on part of it, but today we're going to do the rest of it. You can hear my son over there making clearance on the floorboard now. Let's get after it. Man. What can you expect to get for $7.99? Not a lot, but I actually was somewhat impressed with basically the grips that come on these. The grips are really pretty good. 3 different lengths for 3 different uses. Now, if you'll notice on the larger one, I took and ground it down and made it a little narrower. You're going to do that to a tool truck pry bar, one that's $40, $50 for a pry bar like this, and that's easily what they go for. No, but we're going to go in here and see what we can get into, see what kind of cars we can see.
And it has 446 cubic inches, 160 horsepower, and it is a V12. The Packard 12 was the pinnacle of Packard's production in 1934, and it has been to 2 AACA shows so far. The 12 is a very unique engine in that it was, in the day, Packard produced these for World War II for the PT boats. And so they turned their whole production line to the production of V12 engines for those PT boats.
A little more penetrating oil in. We'll put a relief cut, another one, fresh one beside the one first one we did. So, I'm going to take a chisel, see if I can pop that piece out right there. Sometimes you can put a relief cut and then put a chisel in there. Yep, got it out. Welcome to my nightmare. Yep, it's turning. Yeah, there it comes. Today, we're going to get into using and programming your HomeLink system. So, in this video, we're going to get into how to program the HomeLink system so that you can open your garage door using your vehicle's control.
Held it for about 4 seconds instead of 2.
So, we don't know exactly which one fixed it, but we got it. What a debacle that turned into. We have been out here messing with this for 30 continuous minutes. We have the owner's manual out. We're following it to a T, okay? So let me run down and tell you what we figured out. Dump, dump, dumb ass. Yeah. Hey.
Alright,
If you hadn't ever forgot to put your rotor button back on, you may not have ever worked on too much of nothing. Put the plug back. Shut up and put the plug in it. There you go. Woo! Hell yeah, son. All right, so we made a trip out to Harbor Freight and we picked up 10 items that we think would be very useful for the at-home DIYer. I'm going to go ahead and say this at the beginning. We're not going to break down the cost of each piece, but I will say this. The most expensive item was $12.99 and the least expensive was about $1.50. So I will show you the least expensive item and I will show you what the most expensive item was. All right, so one of the items that we picked up, and it's useful for any DIYer, is a good set of ratchet straps. A set of ratchet straps are always handy. And this was the item that was $12.99. And this is probably the cheapest item we had on there. And it is just a little LED flashlight. Turns into a flashlight on that end. And a broad light on this end. It has a way to hang it up. So it has a magnet to where you can stick it on a metal surface in the back. Found this to be very handy. High speed at that. A lot like work. Hang on. But the cylinder, I don't really feel any scoring. Cylinder looks pretty good. So hopefully we'll be making noise here in just a few minutes. All right, well, here we go. We're gonna see what happens. Choke's out. It's got fresh gas in it. It's got spark, head's tightened up. Everything's back together. Let's see if it'll spit and pop. Give it full choke with my thumb. I think we got gas coming out for sure now. Helps to turn the throttle up. Okay, so there you go. There's a little bit of what we do here in the Real World Garage. If you think you might enjoy coming and hanging out in the garage with us, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for coming by.